Hello there. My name is Mary Ajagwe, and you're welcome to Dare to Live with me. How have you been? Um, sorry, I wasn't able to record last week, and that's kind of like what I'm going to have to share to encourage someone, because we learn from everything basically. So, how have you been? Once again, thank you so much, guys, for listening in. I really appreciate the feedbacks and all. Thank you so much. Please keep sharing. Please keep listening. You're the reason why I'm doing this. I'm not just doing this because I want to talk or because I like to talk. I'm doing this because, I just get to share. I believe that I've got a message for you, and that's why I keep sharing. So thank you so much, guys. So today we'll be talking about dealing with disappointments. Hmm. I'm sure that a lot of us, like, this is a very, very this happens or this has happened to every single person, and especially in these times, like a lot of things are just happening. So all around the world, actually, so not just even Nigeria, but currently I'm in Nigeria, so I'm just going to share my own experiences is like last week. Way before, but I'll just share since like last week. So there's been issue with lights, fuel scarcity. Transportation has been hiked, like, oh my goodness, it has been. I will use the word frustrating because I've been frustrated. Yes, you're allowed to feel frustrated. I'm human, so I've been frustrated. So last week I had to leave my house to go to the mainland to charge my laptop on my phone. Imagine how ridiculous that sounds. Yes, it happened. But I was only there for a few days because then, I had to leave and come back home. And then I had class at work and there was no light. Man, you need to see how I was running from one person's house to the other to charge, and just trying to like make something happen, so that I wouldn't miss the class. It was very, very important because it was work, and as much as it was work, it was also training for me. So I wasn't able to record for last week. I wasn't able to record last week's session for Thursday. And so there's still been no light. And even in the midst of that, like I've just been frustrated, I've been tired, I've complained, I've tried to do whatever and all of that. But you see, even in the midst of all the frustrations and everything that is happening to really frustrate one, provisions has come in like different ways and all of that. I've been able to get a resource. I was able to speak to somebody and use their generator, buy fuel in it and all of that. So really I just came on here to share, how, you've got to find a way to deal with your disappointment. There are things that happen, and I believe that for every disappointment there is a reappointment, or let me not sound very I just came up with that. It wasn't I don't think that exists anywhere. But really, for every disappointment, they say every disappointment is a blessing in disguise, but I don't know if this one has been a blessing in disguise, because all it has done has just brought a lot of negative energy, because I've been like, okay, does it mean that I'm going to have to start something and not complete it again? That feeling, so I had a lot of mixed feelings here and there, here and there, here and there. But thankfully, I'm glad that, right now as I speak to you, my phone is charged a bit. And I just told myself, I woke up and, because of generator noise everywhere, I'm unable to record. So I just told myself, yesterday I was supposed to record it. But then I just said, there's no point. This all this generator noise everywhere, everywhere. Everybody just be hearing generator sound underneath my voice. But I woke up this morning and I saw a post, and before the post, I just had that inkling that you'd given your word yesterday when you made a post on Instagram that to expect, the podcast today, and you have to come through. It's not always going to be easy, but you have to come through. It's something that you've decided to do, and grace has been accorded you to do it. So you just have to show up, right? So after just deciding, so I picked up my phone and then, I just put on the recorder and everything. Then before that, I saw a post where someone was talking about continuity. I'm talking about consistency and the fact that consistency doesn't always mean that you might not stop at a point. You might, but if it's a vision and a desire, a burning desire on the inside of you, then you're definitely going to pick up where you stopped and continue and keep running the race. I say that to encourage someone today, really, that we all at different points are dealing with disappointments in our life, whether it's disappointment from people, disappointment from the environment. I mean, see, there's certain things you can control and certain things you can't control, and disappointments are more external than it is internal, right? They're more from external sources, they're more from things outside of you, outside of your control, but it's up to you to decide how you want to control that situation, right? So when I say it's up to you to decide how you want to control the situation, it means that how are you going to, in the midst of that disappointment, how are you going to find yourself and just know what, don't, you are going to feel frustrated, which is one of the things that I felt in a couple of days. You're going to feel so many things, so many emotions just wash through you. You might even cuss and all of that and say some negative things. It's okay. It's part of, all that you feel. But then again, looking back, you have to ask yourself, how can I make this work? Because it's what I believe, that challenges coming, disappointments coming, but you have the power, right? The mental power, that is, you have the ability to be able to deal with it. If not, it wouldn't come your way, right? So I mean, with the no light issue and everything, everybody basically is complaining everywhere, complaining about fuel scarcity, complaining about fuel, the prices, everything, and all of that. So it's not as if there are people that are not burnt. There are people that are burnt by all of this. But then, mm, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with disappointments when they come? Because they're bound to come, right? So I just shared my own experience, and some of the things that I had to do. I had to find a way, and I said provision even came. Um, I was even able to get like a mini inverter. But then again, even getting that, found out that they sold me an inverter that didn't have a battery in it. I didn't know that it was supposed to come with a battery, and I had to call, and all of that, and it was a lot of exchange back and forth about, oh, you are supposed to know that inverters don't come with battery. You're supposed to know. You're supposed to this. You're supposed, and I'm like, how am I supposed to know? It wasn't in the description box when I was ordering for the product and all of that. So I just learned that disappointments will come. You can't have it all too smooth. So there are days that will be rainy days, and some rainy days will almost come in like a storm. There are days where it will be so sunny that you would almost need a shade, right? Because of the burning heat from the sun. And there are also days when it will be so cool that you really might need a blanket or something to cover your body, right? So I hope you understand, what I just meant. I mean, there are okay things to happen, but sometimes it comes with extremities, extreme things that you would still need cover. So such is life with disappointments, right? They happen. You just got to find a way to deal with it, right? So this is to encourage someone. I mean, at different points in time, we'll have to learn how to deal with disappointments from people, from things, from environment, even you disappointing yourself, because sometimes you might disappoint yourself. You might have told yourself, well, I'll be able to get this done or get this done, and you don't meet up to it. So I'm just coming today really to encourage you that disappointments are things that happen. You just got to find a way to deal with it. Okay, so they don't happen to you to kill you or to cut you off. They come in, you just have to find a way to deal. So let me just share how I was able to deal with mine again. I mean, just tips on how I was able to share when I had to think solution, right? It's important that when disappointments come, especially if it's something that might affect others or has to do with others, you have to find a way. You have to think solution. You can't think problem. If you keep thinking problem, you stay stuck there. But when you think solution, it's easier for you to it's easier for solutions to come. Different ideas will come up for you to. I mean, it might not necessarily be the perfect working out, but you find out that you're able to deal through it all, right? So think solution. Number two, it's okay to feel frustrated, but don't make it permanent. Don't make the frustration permanent by just staying stuck in one place. Because sometimes you might feel frustrated and just stay stuck and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get things done. I'm not gonna do anything. This was happening," and just stay there. No, um, it's okay. Feel frustrated, but get moving. Don't stay stuck. The third thing is disappointments are normal things that happen, right? They're normal. how we wish that how I wish or how we wish really that those things don't happen and everybody just has it smooth. But like I said before, rain comes, some rainy days will come with a lot of storm and a lot of moving things. It's the rainy day. Rainy days are good, especially for a farmer who knows that his crop has to grow and has to feel rain, right? So you just have to think of it, okay, so how can this benefit me? Even though it comes in with a storm. Okay, so think, how will this disappointment benefit me? Like that quote, I don't know where I saw it, but I now said it. That disappointment sometimes are blessings in disguise. You just have to think, okay, what possibility could there be in this disappointment that has come? How can I deal with it? Find a way, find your own way to deal with it. I just spoke of how I was able to deal with mine. I mean, that's just one part of so many things that has happened to me in a couple of days, and having to just deal with it and not make excuses and finding ways to make sure that I get the things that I'm supposed to do done. And even if you're not able to get everything done 100%, even if you have to, if especially if you're working for someone, you have to communicate that, oh, this is what I'm currently going through, this is what's happening on my end, and everything. Because I know that I kept on carrying people along that, oh, currently I don't have light, my battery is low, I have to go for it to charge, but I'll get this thing done, and customers kept trying to get across to me and everything, and I was making sure that whatever it is that they needed, even if I wasn't able to get it done immediately, I found out a way to resolve that issue, and it still went as if there was nothing happening on my end. Okay, so I think that was very cool because I mean, just talking about it, and I just really realized that, oh wow, so this happened, and there wasn't any hiccup and all of that. So really, you just have to once again think solution. Disappointments are normal. It happen. Don't stay stuck when it happens. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to feel whatever you feel, but don't stay stuck. Move on. I hope that with these few words of mine, I've been able to encourage you and not discourage you that disappointments happen. You just have to find a way to deal with them. Now, this is just this dealing with disappointments as far things and situations. In the next episode, I'll talk about dealing with disappointments as regards people, and how they feel and how we feel, and how to deal with all of that. Thank you so much, guys, for listening in. I sure hope that you enjoyed this episode, and please keep sharing, keep liking it, and keep, please, guys, follow me, share the link. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you.